Students, hi students, this is Kameshwari from Nalla Narasimha Reddy Education Society Group of Institutions, Integrated Campus, accredited by NAC and MBA. My subject, Geotechnical Engineering. Today we are going to discuss about vein shear test. So this is the equipment, vein shear test. So torque and vanes of high tensile steel, 4 blades is there, and also here twisting will be there. The difference between the direct shear test and vane shear test is here the load will be applied horizontally, and in direct shear test the load will be applied in horizontally. So what is the purpose of this vane shear test? So the vane test is used to determine the undrained shear test. Undrained shear test of soils, especially for soft soils like clay. And the test can be performed in laboratory or in the field directly and provide accurate results for soils of low shear strength. Of low shear strength. And also this test is suitable for the determination of ensued undrained shear strength of non-fluid fully saturated clay. And the apparatus required for vane shear test is vane shear apparatus consisting of steel rod to which 4 steel vanes are fixed at right angles. Four steel vanes are fixed at right angles, and also soil specimens containers. So we can require soil container and veneer capless. So now let's move to procedure. So here the procedure is the vane apparatus is cleaned properly, and then grease is applied to the lead screw for the smooth movement of handles. The soil specimen is taken in the container of 75 mm height and 37.5 mm diameter. So the vane apparatus 75 mm height and 37.5 mm diameter. 37.5 mm diameter. And then the soil is leveled from the top and mounted on the container on the base of vane shear test apparatus using screws provided. The vane is gradually turned into the soil specimen until the depth of vane is 10 to 20 mm from the top of soil specimen. And the reading of a pointer on a circular graduated scale is noted. Then the vane from inside is rotated using torque, applying handle at a rate of 0.1 degrees per second. The strain indicator pointer move backward on the circular graduated soil. When the specimen fails, at which the soil to be stopped, and finally reading of the pointer to be noted. Here the difference of initial and final readings is calculated, which gives angle of torque. The procedure is repeated for 2 more soil specimens. Then the average shear strength value is calculated, which is given by S is equal to T by pi d square into H by 2 plus D by 6. Here D is equal to diameter of the vein. H is equal to height of the vein. And T is equal to torque. Here, the torque T is equal to spring constant by 180 into initial reading minus final reading. Torque T is equal to spring constant by spring constant by 180 into initial reading minus final reading. Final reading. So torque T is equal to spring constant by 180 into initial reading minus final reading. So if only the bottom head part takes in the shear, the above equation takes the form of T by pi d square H by 2 plus D by 12. So here what's the procedure, what the dimensions of that particular soil specimen, 75 mm diameter, 75 mm height and 37.5 mm diameter. So here we can use the very soft soil. First, before going to conduct a vein shear test, clean the apparatus properly and the applying grease for free movement of handles, and also the soil is leveled from the top and mounted on the container on the base of vein shear test. So the vein is gradually into the soil specimen. The vein is gradually into the soil specimen until the depth of vein is 10 to 20 mm from the top of the soil specimen. And the reading of pointer and circular graduator scale is noted. So here the torque applying handle at a rate of 0.1 per second. The strain indicator pointer moves downwards on the circular graduated soil when the specimen falls, at which the test to be stopped. Twisted the sample, the soil fails, at which the test is to be stopped, and final reading of the pointer to be noted. So here the difference in initial and final reading is calculated, which gives angle of torque. So this is the procedure of vein shear test. So generally in our laboratory we are going to discuss 4 tests. One is direct shear test, unconfined compression test, triaxial test, and also vein shear test. So here unconfined. So what is the formula for vein shear test? S is equal to T by pi d square H by 2 plus D by 6. For triaxial test, what is the formula required? A suffix C, that is cross sectional area, corrected area of cross section area of specimen is equal to initial area by AI by 1 minus strain. Any formula for unconfined compression test and direct shear test? We have any formulas? Yes, we have a formulas. So for unconfined compression test, C is equal to QU by 2. C is equal to cohesion, unconfined compression test QU by 2. Here two types of soils will be there, that is Kozu soils and then Kozu less soils. We have a formula that is equal to S is equal to C plus sigma tan phi. So phi is equal to 0. So C is equal to Q by 2. Here 3 types of loads will be acting, that is sigma 1 is equal to sigma 3 plus sigma d. And for direct shear test, S is equal to C plus sigma tan phi. Here in direct shear test we are calculated C5 soil. The soil will be C soil or phi soil. So 3 types of grass will be there, either Kozu soil or Kozu-less soil or pure clay soils. So C is equal to 0, phi is equal to 0, C5 soils. So these are the different laboratory determination methods for direct shear test, unconfined compression test, triaxial and vane shear test.